It's the start of a weekly reading vlog. I've not done a weekly reading vlog in a while, and this one is starting a little bit different to anyone I've ever done before. So for anyone who doesn't know, I started a new job in the last couple of months and it requires working away from home. It possibly wasn't going to, depending on what project I was put on, but I'm working away from home. So I am living in hotels for most of the week and it's interesting to say the least, but I have been requested by Jade to do hotel room tours. I don't know if this will be an ongoing thing, we will see. But Jade really, really wants me to do like a hotel room tour in the style of like a travel vlogger, but like kind of budget, because it's work travel. It's kind of backfired this week because I turned up at the hotel and it's quite nice and like I got upgraded. So I'm in quite a nice room, so it's not going to be particularly budget, but as it's Polarthon week and I'm weekly vlogging and Jade's the one who wants me to do hotel room tours, you will have to bear with me doing a hotel room tour at the beginning of this vlog. So we're going to do that, then we're going to talk about Polarthon books, and then hopefully the rest of the vlog should actually just be reading. So I've taken you back, so I'm standing with like my back to the door. This is how the room opens. You just have like a desk and a mirror and stuff here, which is basically where I'm going to be working, because sometimes I'll be on site, which is why I'm in a hotel, but sometimes I will have to work from the hotel room. You come round, got like a small seating area, which is quite nice, and a table. Just got the bed over there. Sorry it's a bit dark. I've been, you know, working all day, so not had the chance to film earlier. Got some lights, got me, hi. We also have me, hi. There are so many mirrors in this place. Like there's more here, because there's like, oh, it's a window. It's like a mirrored wardrobe, so also, hi, there are so many mirrors here. So that's that. And then again, on Jade's request, not quite sure why, she wanted a bathroom tour. So this is the bathroom. Open the door properly, try and get you a decent view. It's quite nice. It's quite swanky. Nice big bath. Then I'll actually come in and like, it's quite swanky. I quite like it. So there you go, Jade. There is your hotel room tour. It's snazzy. Now let's actually talk about books. Okay, so I think we're going with this for filming setup for now. Lighting is working against me in this room. Obviously I don't have lights here, so we're just gonna have to go with it. But I mean, you know, this is the reality of what the next foreseeable future of this channel is gonna be when I do vlogs, because I'm away from home Monday to Friday every week. So, in terms of what I'm reading this week, I'm Team Arctic Fox, for anyone who doesn't know. We are headed by Sasha from the Wild Sasha. I'm very, very glad to be Arctic Fox. And so my prompts I'll go through as I'm going through the books. I am hoping to read 3 books this week. I've only got 2 of them with me right now because I didn't bring the 3rd, because there's no way I'm going to read 3 before I leave on Thursday this week. I'm not going to read 3 books in 4 days whilst working, so we're leaving the other one to the weekend. But what am I reading? First, I'm reading The Bear and the Nightingale, which I have my little Arctic Fox Polarthon bookmark in, which is cute as anything. I have actually already read 28 pages of this, which I read this morning, very, very briefly, before I had to leave for work. This is going for 2 prompts for me. Both are really tenuous. Basically, I had 3 books I wanted to read this week, which were like polar fantasy. They're not books I would have read otherwise. But I didn't want to buy more polar fantasy because my TBR is so huge and I want to read all these books, so I just sort of made them fit to the prompts, whether they actually do or not, but Jade has allowed it, so I get a free pass. So The Bear and the Nightingale is fitting for silver on the cover, which this obviously doesn't have. This actually has like almost, it's not gold, but like shiny brown, so it looks kind of gold. But apparently there is an edition that has silver on the cover. I don't know what edition, but someone has said to me that there is an edition with silver on the cover. Whether they're right or not, I don't know, but I'm taking that word and using it for that. I'm also using it for retelling, because I think it's like Vassia something. Jade told me it might be kind of a retelling of. I should probably have researched this before filming. Okay, so I've tried to Google it. I don't know. I will ask Jade at some point. I won't ask her right now because she's on sprints. But it says in lots of places that it's a retelling of a very old tale, so I don't know what it's a retelling of. But again, I'm counting it. So this is doing silver on the cover and retelling. And then the other book I have with me is Wranglestone by Darren Charlton, and this is doing snowy setting, I guess. Any of them can do polar fantasy, well I guess not this, 'cause it's already assigned to 2, but this or my other book could do polar fantasy. So it's just whether I want to class this one as 2 prompts or the other one as 2 prompts. And that other one is Frost Heart, which I can easily read in like a day. So hopefully I can get through it. And that's doing Icy Magic and maybe Polar Fantasy. So that's how I'm going to complete the 5 prompts. I'm not doing 5 books. I cannot read 5 books in a week. But hopefully I can read 3. I should be able to. This is really quite short. It's like just over 300 pages. Yeah, 310. So I can definitely do that considering I did 30 this morning. Like I can probably get to page 100 tonight and do like 100 a day up to Wednesday and finish this on Wednesday. I can definitely do this in 2 days, I think, though I don't have Thursday evening free. This is 400 pages almost. It's like 370. But there's not a lot of text on a page. I've been told it reads really quickly. I'm optimistic I can get this done by hopefully Friday, if not Saturday, and then I can just read Frost Heart on Saturday, Sunday. So I should get them all done. And 3 books in a week is a lot for me. I didn't think I'd be able to do it, but thinking about it, it's possible. I have like evidence of my commitment to Polarthon. I was meant to be reading Dreams of Gods and Monsters and I started it yesterday and like I love that book. I love that series. I'm putting it down for a whole week to read these and then I'll pick it back up next week before the live show for that. So I'm committed to the cause and I think I'm basically just going to go read. I really liked the beginning of this. That didn't even show you the cover. I really liked the beginning of this. It was really interesting. It wasn't what I expected at all for some reason, but I feel like it's going to get more magical and lean more towards what I expected. But I will also say I know nothing about this book. Like all I've heard is it's Russia, kind of folklore-y, kind of magic-y, has something to do with religion, and if you like Erin Morgenstern and Laini Taylor, you'll probably like it. That's all I've ever heard about it. I know nothing of the plot, so that would probably explain why I don't know what I'm reading. I also don't own the second book in the series, so if I like this, I need to order the second book. I'm just rambling. I'm going to go read, and I'll update you all later. I've forgotten how to vlog, and it's been a very, very long day. So I'll talk to you later, or maybe even tomorrow. Hello, so this setup is severely precarious and slightly stressing me out. My camera's at a dodgy angle. But update, it is the next day. I didn't read pretty much anything after speaking to you yesterday. I think I read maybe 5 pages. I was watching TV. I was planning to watch 1 episode of It's a Sin whilst in the bath, which is an LGBT TV show following a group of queer sort of 20 to 30 year olds in the 80s in the UK, so right at the beginning and in the middle of the AIDS crisis in the UK. And yeah, I watched all 5 episodes back to back and bawled my eyes out every single episode. It was heart-wrenching and beautiful and just an utterly phenomenal show. If you have access to watching it, I'd highly recommend it. It's on Channel 4 in the UK, so it's free on 4 on demand. I did get quite a lot of adverts, as is always the way in these things, but I did find, I think watching them back to back, they ran out of adverts to give me, so I got way less at the end. I was getting like 1 10-second advert every so often, but I watched that last night and I didn't want to read because I finished it at like midnight and needed to get to bed. So we're reading tonight. It is currently 7:20. I could probably do with doing a couple hours of work if I'm realistic, and I may well do that, but I want to read. I'm going to get to page 100 tonight, which is like 60 pages, which is like an hour, so I can definitely do that. I would like to get to like 150, but I'm not going to set my expectations too high because I'm tired and do need to work, and in about 5 minutes, my food will be here. I wasn't particularly impressed with the hotel food here last night. Like, it's all right. It's one of those, they're trying so hard to be fancy that the food was actually a bit underwhelming. So I'm just ordering in to the hotel because I want takeaway pizza, honestly. So I'm getting Pizza Hut instead and I'm very excited. So that should be here soon. I'll eat that whilst watching some YouTube or something. I've just watched Jade's first Polarthon vlog, which of course I'll be watching every day. And I'm going to read Bear and the Nightingale. And actually in Jade's vlog, one of the things she mentioned in it is 17 backpacks. And I've been meaning to update you guys. A while ago, 17 backpacks got in contact with me and I got a bag from them and I promoted it in a video and all of this. And they've not got back in contact, like this isn't a new thing, but I have been using it as my everyday backpack for like the last since I got it, so how long that was, like 5 months ago maybe now, but actually properly for like the last month because I haven't really left the house before that. And I've got it literally over there. Go grab it, 1 second. So I've got it here, it's full of stuff. But I feel like I need to say to you guys, this is honestly the best frickin' thing. I have to travel for work, as I've mentioned a million times, hence why I'm in a hotel. And it does result in me needing to take a hell of a lot of stuff with me, like a hell of a lot of stuff with me. But this fits so much, and it's like, oh my god, I lose things so often I can't even describe. I've developed an organization system with this backpack now, and it's like amazing. So, 1,000,001 pockets. Front pocket, my house keys, and then like my bank cards and ID go in this little slippy bit there, and then cash in the other like there's little internal bits. Brilliant. Front pocket here is chapsticks, because I always lose my chapsticks. And then inside, there's so much crap in here at the moment. And inside, I've got this internal pocket here, which you can't see, which has headphones in. I've got another Velcro pocket, which has sticky notes for reading and like medicine in it, so like painkillers and stuff, because I always lose those. And then the kind of laptop sleeve bit at the back, I don't put my laptop in because my laptop's heavy, so I put that in my suitcase because it has wheels, so it's easier. I have my big work notebook, and when I'm traveling, I have my book sleeve with normally a book and my iPad in it for the train, for the commute. And then in the main pocket, I just put whatever else I need, drink, snacks, normally a book pouch with the other 2 books that are coming with me for the week. Though I can't show you that because you're currently sitting on top of it. But yeah, I just want to say, like, having used this for a while now, I recommend it so highly. It is honestly phenomenal. It is so spacious. It is so good for organization. And I absolutely freaking love it. I really do. And I will link below again my discount code, which I think is still active, as well as the my affiliate link. If you order through that link, I do get commission off it. You don't pay anything extra. You can still use the discount code as well. I get a bit of commission off it, which is a bit of a laugh. If you don't want to use that link, don't want to use the code, I would still recommend checking them out. Honestly, they're phenomenal. But seeing Jay talk about them reminded me that I wanted to update you guys on how good they are. As I said, they've not reached out again. This is the backpack they sent me months ago. This is nothing new. This isn't even really sponsored at all because they've not reached out. Like, I've done the content for them that we agreed. I just genuinely freaking love these backpacks, but that's not what you're here for. So I'm gonna wait for my pizza to get here. I'm anxiously checking my phone like every 2 seconds. And then I'm gonna read. And hopefully I'm gonna try and hold myself accountable to reading by saying updating you again tonight. We'll see if it happens. What does it say about me that this is my biggest excitement for the week? And for anyone who's interested, we have margarita pizza, cookie dough, which came with ice cream, and then just a Pepsi. It's not interesting, but I'm so excited. Hello, I look kinda rough, I am now realizing, but this is what we get for a Friday evening vlog clip. Hello, I've not spoken to you since Tuesday? I'm gonna go with Tuesday. It's Friday. Do I have many updates for you? No, I'm still reading The Bear and the Nightingale. It's been a busy week. I'm currently on page 200. I've got 110 pages left. It is currently 1 AM, so I guess it's actually not Friday, it's Saturday. But I am watching Jade and Gavin do reading sprints with like atmospheric background sound, which is really cute. And I'm also on a call with Steph and Pris because we're all like watching them together and sprinting when they sprint and then like chatting and listening, and it's good fun. And I have Prosecco, which I've almost finished, and that doesn't look interesting. I'll get the actual bottle. Prosecco. So it's a really good night. I'm chilling, I'm with friends, I've got a book, I've got Prosecco. It's a really solid way to spend a Friday night and I'm having a great time. But in terms of reading, I am really disappointed to say I'm not loving this. I really thought this would be a 5-star for me. I would have absolutely predicted it. A lot of people who read this love similar books to what I love and recommend it. It's like one of their favorite series ever. So I really, really, really thought I would love it. I genuinely don't think I'm following it. I don't know if it's because I've not enjoyed it and so I'm kind of skim reading now, I feel like, because I'm just not getting it. I'm not giving up though. I've got 100 pages left. I kind of want to try and do it before I sleep, though I will be going to bed at like 4, but it's a Friday. I can, why not? But I don't know. I'm not really feeling it. I don't hate it, but I was gonna say I could put it down now and happily not pick it up. I would have said that 50 pages ago, less so now. I think now I do want to get to the end, and I'm going to get to the end, hopefully tonight. But yeah, it's not doing too much for me. But other than that, reading update. So this is doing retelling and silver on the cover, but I am switching out one of my other prompts. I basically I'm meant to be reading Wranglestone and Frostheart. I do not have time. I've got 2 days left. I'm not going to do a book a day, especially as I haven't even finished this one and I need to film and edit tomorrow. So definitely not going to be doing a book a day for Saturday, Sunday. So we'll see if I can make it work, but I'm going to go grab the book that I'm switching in and then I'll work out, because I might try and do Frostheart Saturday, Sunday for the last one. Back in a sec. Okay, so the book I am adding to my TBR and switching Wranglestone out for is Cody, I don't know who by, Jared Cullum apparently. I'm doing this for snowy setting. It's set in Alaska and they're wearing like cozy coats on the front, so I'm pretty certain it's going to be a snowy setting. So we're going with that. It's a graphic novel and it's gorgeous. And it was sent to me by Erin. I remember it was Erin. I don't know where I put the gift note, but it was sent to me by Erin. And I'm really, really excited for it. So that is going on the TBR. Yeah, that's going on for snowy setting. And then I'm probably still gonna have to do Frostheart for Polar Fantasy and Icy Magic, realistically. But I think I can because it's middle grade and it's got illustrations, so it should be like seriously quick to read, I hope. But I'm gonna see if I can finish Bear and the Nightingale tonight, and if I can read Cody, then maybe. Honestly, I may get started on my TBR for next week because I have a really, really chunky TBR this month and I kind of want to get on with it so I don't stress myself out too much, because obviously I've only got 3 weeks left of the month and I have like 7+ books to read and loads of them are really big, so we'll see. But that's where we're at. I guess just a general update. The week has been stressful. It's one of the reasons I've not read much, because I've been exhausted in the evenings, and I mean, it's understandable. It was my first proper week on the job, being off training, which was great, but you know, a lot going on, especially with the business travel and everything. It's been a big week, but a good week. But not a lot of reading has happened. And on Wednesday evening, I got really just like down. I was just struggling. I felt like I hadn't done the work I wanted to get done on Wednesday. I was stressed, I was tired, I was feeling a bit ill, like just because I was tired. So I went on Amazon and I bought myself some books so that they would be here at my flat when I got back on Thursday so I could open them when I got home, because you know, retail therapy. So not right now because I need to read, because reading sprints are happening, but tomorrow I am going to film a mini book haul to go in this vlog because I don't really have any reading content. So I'm going to do a mini book haul of the books I got this week because I got enough to talk about, and also I'm going to do an Illumicrate unboxing because although it doesn't really fit the theme of Polarthon, the title of the book does, so we're going with it. So you've got that coming tomorrow, but I will hopefully update you tonight that I finished The Bear and the Nightingale. I've also said I'm hopefully going to update you the same day many, many times this vlog and haven't done it, so we'll see if I stick to it. I probably won't, but I need to go read because sprints are happening and I've got everything muted. So gonna go do that. I'll insert some clips of the sprints. The way clips were taken like an hour ago when I was gonna film this vlog update and then didn't because I was chatting for an hour, so it's going well. I'm gonna go read. You don't need to know all this. Chat to you.
Tree Boys, I really want to read that one. Send it to me. No, don't. I don't need any more books. 63 pages of how because you know what? I said I wasn't going to buy any books in January. Holy moly, did I buy books in January. Ugh. Anyway, 63 pages of how the King of Elfheim learned to hate stories. That time was so long. Honestly, I was going to give up halfway through saying it.
You have been typed the whole thing out, you know, so...
yeah, exactly.
Please say hi to the vlog.
Well, hey, Oscars.
Hello. This is how we do reading sprints. Hello. Literally just virtual sleepover with alcohol. I'll show my Prosecco in a minute.
We have snacks.
We do have snacks.
And we have books.
And Pris has the best book.
I have.
Pris is making good life decisions. And also ones that may destroy her. That is still to be seen. Good luck.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, so looking a little bit sort of rough on this, I want to say Saturday morning, but it's almost 2 p.m, so it's definitely not morning. But I thought I'd give you an update. I have only just really got up. You can see my hair's wet, had proper hair wash as needed to be done, and I'm attempting yet again to make it curly. I don't know why I don't just give up on this, it always looks a mess, but we're gonna keep trying. But yeah, I was gonna say I haven't read today, I have read today. I'm all over the place. I was up very late last night because Pris, Steph and I, and then Jade, once her live had finished, were just on the video chat that I showed you a clip of, and we were on it until way too late. I actually bowed out first because I had had a nap in the last reading sprint because I was so sleepy. Not intentionally, really. I was literally reading and just passed out. And I was like, okay, I'll have a nap then. For about 6 minutes, but you know. And so yeah, I ended up bowing out. But again, it was way too late, but at the same time, it's a Friday night. Like, why not? It's fun. And it was full-on sleepover vibes. We all had like a little bit of alcohol, and we were all just chilling and chatting, and it was just really, really, really fun. But therefore I did not get much reading done, so I still haven't finished The Bear and the Nightingale. But I am finishing it today. I only have 80 pages left. Still not loving it, but 80 pages I can do in a couple of hours, so I'm literally going to try and do that right now. I'm going out at 4 and it's currently 1:45, so I have like 2 and a bit hours, and I don't have to go out bang on 4, that's just like roughly when I need to be leaving the house to get an errand done before the FAES and Gaze live at 6. Though I could go a little bit later if I needed to. But it's good, it gives me a time limit, it gives me 2.5 hours to read this, which should be doable. I can read about 40 pages of this per hour, though I'm finding it so slow. I normally read 70 to 80 pages an hour. So I'm reading this at about half speed, probably a bit quicker, because I can probably do about 50 pages an hour, but I can't focus on it for that long. So anyway, struggling with that one. But what I have read today already is Cody. I am still counting this for the snowy setting prompt, even though I'm not really sure it counts. I counted it for snowy setting and read it for that because they're all in big winter coats and it's set in Alaska, so I assumed it would be snowy. I don't think there was a single illustration of snow in the whole thing. I think it's summer in Alaska. But I have checked with the queen herself, Jade, and she has said, because I thought it would be snowy going into it, and like it should have been because it's Alaska, she's letting me have it, so we're taking it. But I read this was super cute. It's a graphic novel. I'm gonna try and get like a page up where you can see Cody the bear in it, because honestly, it is the cutest illustration of a bear I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't know how they've done such amazing facial expressions. Like, look at him. He's so cute. It's actually ridiculous. And I cannot cope with it. Like, look at that face. How am I just not dead? So it's super, super cute. I don't know what I'm rating it. It's a difficult one because it's super cute. The illustration style is gorgeous and the story was perfectly nice, but it didn't get to me like that much. I often find that with graphic novels, even when I really enjoy them, I feel like I just get through them so quickly that the story doesn't have like time to settle in and impact me. But it was super cute. I would guess it's probably a 4-star, but I might use Corepile on this one to help me have a proper think about it, which is kind of what I'm doing with Corepile at the moment. I Corepile every book and then decide if I want to listen to it or not. And also if I've like solidly decided on a rating for a book, I will then kind of edit my ratings in Corepile until it matches, because it just makes you reassess and think about it. But I would never come out of a book like, that's a 5-star read for me, put it through Corepile and it's a 4, and I'd go, oh, okay, it's a 4. I would go, no, that was a 5-star read. What have I rated wrong? Or just, I'm ignoring it. Like, it doesn't bother me doing that at all. So that's kind of the stance we're taking with Corepile. So I'm enjoying it, but I don't rely on it. So in terms of what I'm reading this now, should finish it in the next couple of hours, though I've said that every day since Tuesday and it is now Saturday. Then I've got the FAES and Gaze live at 6 until 7ish, and then what do I even have after that? Nothing. I don't have anything to do. I could probably do with cleaning my flat though. So I might try and start Frostheart tonight. I'm still undecided whether I'm going to try and get Frostheart done or not, because I do have a huge TBR this month, which I really could do with getting on with. So I'm not sure delaying another day is a good idea, because I do have like 8 or 9 books I need to read this month. I remembered a couple more. So undecided if I'm going to do Frostheart or not. I might just say, you know, I did 2 books for Polarthon. One was actually a polar fantasy. I took part, I tried, it was fun. I'm going to get back to my TBR, but we'll see. And I guess on that, although this has been chaotic, would you guys like weekly vlogs going forward? I feel like it might be a good move. I feel like you guys have liked them before. And with my job, I do find it really difficult to make content. I only realistically have one day of the week I can film, which is Sundays, because although I could film on a Saturday, but I'm normally dead on a Saturday, and I just, like, as you can see, no makeup, I don't want to do it. I just like chilling with wet hair and no makeup and having a break. So Sundays are realistically the only day I can film. I can now edit whenever I want because I now have a laptop which can actually cope with editing. I had a laptop that's got blue tack on it, but I've had this laptop for years. You can see like it's a bit deceased. It was a really powerful laptop, but it's just not stood the test of time. I did start using this because it was all I had when I started YouTube back in June, and used it for a few months, and then I think maybe around September or October it was just not coping. It was so slow. It sounded like it was going to take off every time I edited a video on it. It was just not happy with me, and so I ended up getting a PC, which is brilliant, obviously copes really well with video editing, and is my absolute life source. However, now I'm away Monday to Thursday, my PC is not particularly useful. Because as in, it's very useful, but like I can't use it to edit during the week, and so I have to do all my editing on Sundays, which wasn't happening. I never have the hours, hence why I've not had many videos going up recently, and I've not had a single video go up in the last week. Like I've missed 3 videos in a row, which really annoys me. So I have got myself a lightweight, small laptop so I can actually take it with me quite easily, because this is also huge and very heavy. So I've got a lightweight small one, which is not going to be as quick as my PC, but if I need to do some editing on the move, I can do. My hope in the next couple of weeks, it'll take a while to get on top of, is to get things pre-filmed so I can get them edited on that one, and then at the weekends bring them home and export them on my PC, because the export's what's going to kill that laptop. So you don't care about all of the logistics of my channel. Basically, my point is, shall I start doing weekly vlogs, because then that's a guaranteed video every week? Weekly/weekend. Sometimes I probably won't film during the week, but you get the gist. And also, apologies there haven't been videos lately, but there will be videos coming up soon. I'm really determined to get back on it, and my laptop's gonna be a massive help in that. That's the whole point. So I'm gonna go read, because I've been sitting here for 8 minutes and you guys really don't care. So see you in a bit, hopefully when I've finished a book. Hello, welcome back to the same sofa, because this is just where my camera is set up, so this is where we're filming. I just had the FAES and Gaze live, that finished like half an hour ago. I now have the sprints on, which Ashley, Becca, Gav, G, Jade and Cody are running, so I'm going to be watching those. I'm just quickly filming this clip whilst they talk, and then I'll read when they're reading, and then be back in for like listening to them chat in between, just trying to get some efficiency done so I can actually read in the sprints, because I need to get on with reading. So just really quickly, I don't have anything to update you on. I've not read much at all. Shock horror, I didn't get the reading done I said I would. Is anyone surprised? But I do have like 60 pages left, so I should be able to do that in the next couple of hours, but a number of times I've said that, I'm starting to not believe myself. But what I thought I'd really quickly do, I think I mentioned this yesterday, is a really quick mini book haul. I will probably also haul these books in a haul at the end of the month. But as I think I already mentioned, I had a really stressful week, so I basically went on Amazon and bought myself a load of books because I wanted something to open when I got home on Thursday for the serotonin boost. And I've also bought a couple of books I want to show, so I just thought I'd do a really quick mini book haul, like kind of one-line synopses of each of these, like do it in a couple minutes, just to show you the books I've got recently because I'm excited about them. So we're going to do that, and then I might do a very quick Illumicrate unboxing, then I'm going to go read. So first off, we do have 2 books, one of which I've already mentioned, which is Cody, because I've read it in this vlog, and also Watch Over Me by Nina LaCour. These are both gifted to me by Erin, so thank you to Erin. I am hyped. This I've obviously already read and enjoyed. Obviously haven't read this one yet, but really want to. And very excitingly, other than it being stunning, it's actually come signed, which I didn't expect. So that's just really cool, and I'm super hyped to give this one a go. I know practically nothing about what this is about, but the way people have spoken about it being a bit weird, a bit this, a bit that, sounds like my kind of thing, so I'm excited. Next up, 2 books I've got for 2 different work book clubs, one of which in March I am helping host, which is to do with like gender, and so we're reading Invisible Women by Caroline Criado Perez, and this is all about how women are basically lost in data and experiments and all sorts of important things. Simple example to kind of get across the point is when testing car safety and seatbelts and things, the crash test dummies used are always the height, size and shape of men and like weight. And so all the testing is done based on the average of men, never women, and then that safety is just assumed to work as well for women, which there's a lot of evidence to show it probably doesn't. And in the medical field and so many other places, this is a problem and has been a problem for a long time. So yeah, it's exposing data bias in a world designed for men. And we're reading this and having like discussions about it at work, so I need to read that one. And then also in another book club I'm in at work, they're reading The Midnight Library, and I've been quite intrigued to give this one a go. So I've bought myself a copy and I'm going to give it a go for that. So should be reading that soon. And I think this is following a woman who dies and then gets the chance to like relive different parts of her life and do things differently and see what would have happened maybe. Not sure. Heard very good things though. And then finally 2 queer books. One I bought myself, one my mum bought for me. We'll do that one first. My mum got me this. She got it for me for Christmas, but it was for us to share because she really wanted to read it too. But then she read it and obviously like wanted to keep the copy because she loved it. So then she just bought me a copy. This is Crosshairs by Catherine Hernandez. And this is a dystopian story set in a world where like the world is flooded and the government's got this like mad regime going on. And they use this opportunity to put people of colour, LGBT people, and another group of society. Who is it? I'm not completely sure, I can't remember, but lots of marginalised groups get put in basically labour camps. And this specific group of people, one of whom used to be a drag queen, are mounting a rebellion. And it sounds amazing and I am so hyped for it. And then the last one I did buy for myself, and this was off Steph from Steph Love's recommendation. I was chatting to her on Tuesday, I think, when I'd finished watching It's a Sin, which I spoke about earlier in this video. And I obviously adored that show so much. And I was chatting to her about that show and how much I loved it. And she said, oh, going on a couple of those topics, I'd actually regularly recommend this book, which is All of My Friends Are Rich. And this follows a guy who all of his friends are rich and he's really not. And he's kind of stressing himself out trying to keep up with them and keep up with their lifestyles. And he actually ends up getting into sex work to do this, to get that money. And I think Steph said there's also mention of AIDS in this book, which is how it ties into It's a Sin. And I'm so excited for this. This is by Michael Sarais. I'm not sure, I'll try and find out. And I'm so excited. It's a contemporary book, LGBT, not too long. And just as an added benefit, even though it's self-pub hardback, it's got this gorgeous, gorgeous cover. And you take the dust jacket off and it's got another gorgeous cover underneath. So I'm obsessed. I'm super excited to get to it. I, like Steph, 5-starred it and said it's utterly beautiful. So I think I will too. So yeah, not me forgetting a book. So there is one more, and this was sent to me by Walker YA. I did request it, and it is Game Changer by Neil Shusterman. This is a new YA dystopian from Neil Shusterman. Obviously, I'm reading a lot of dystopian this year, so it seemed perfect, and I think I am actually going to be doing a video reading this and another Neil Shusterman book, hopefully quite soon. So hopefully that'll be coming soon, the review for this. This may actually be slightly sci-fi, not dystopian, but I'm excited anyway, and it's all about sort of like multiple realities and someone getting pushed through them. Not completely sure, but very, very, very intrigued by it. I think it's going to be one I really enjoy. And I loved Scythe by Neil Shusterman, so excited to give it a go. So that is the mini haul, just really quickly. I just wanted to show you all of those as it's been a really good week for hauling books and it's just been a lot of fun, so you know. But I think I will just do a super, super, super quick Illumicrate unboxing and then get on with reading because the sprint has just started. So we have the January Illumicrate box here. The theme was Rebellious Royals, I think, this month. And I have already been through this because, again, when I had a hard week at work, I just really wanted to open something like this and I didn't have a chance to film it last weekend when I got it. So we're filming it now. So I will go through the items and show you. So this probably won't be unboxed in the order it came because I have gone through it before. I will just grab the spoiler card. So this is the spoiler card, as always, and you can see the artwork on it. If you recognize that, you probably know what the book is because, as always, it's quite similar to the book. I knew what the book was and I'm hyped for it. We will get to that at the end though. So really quickly, let's go through this. So the first item, you can see I've opened it before, and this is inspired by A Song of Wraith and Ruin, which I've not read yet. And at first, I thought this was a set of coasters, but it's way cooler than that. So when you open this box, you have these 6 wooden panels, and I'll hold them each up quickly actually, because they're really, really pretty. So that's the first one. This one, I'm having to put my hand behind it so it actually focuses. And then we have this one, and finally this one, because I won't hold up the last one because it's plain, it's meant to be the base. And I, as I said, originally thought these were coasters, but it turns out you actually put them together and put like a candle inside, and it's called a shadow box. And I've not put a candle in it yet, but I'm gonna make the box quickly because I'm really excited to see what this would look like. Okay, that was a lot harder than I anticipated, and I have actually now realized, having assembled the whole thing, I don't know how I would get a candle in it because it's now a sealed box, but you know, just quickly, it's absolutely stunning, I will admit, and it does go together very solidly, being almost impossible to put together. So it's very cool. I think that's quite a novel item. It's not something I've ever seen in a book box before, so I quite enjoyed that. Okay, next up is a You Should See Me in a Crown inspired item, which is not a book I've read also, and it is just these fluffy purple bed socks, and they have crowns on them, which look like the cover of the book. Just a cute item. I like it. Love me some fluffy bed socks. Never gonna say no to that. Next up is an item apparently inspired by Mirage, which I have not read. Also, I've not read many of the books the fandoms are based on this month, and it is this mint tea. I'm not a big tea drinker. I quite like peppermint tea, but I don't tend to drink it really. So I will give this a go at some point because it is peppermint tea. But I'm not a big hot drink person anyway, so not for me, but I know a lot of people love having tea and coffee in book boxes. Next up, another fandom I'm not part of is the Folk of the Air series, and this is the item for this. It's in a really gorgeous box, and it is a jigsaw puzzle. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna do it at some point when I'm bored, because it's gorgeous artwork that you make. It shows it there, or I assume that's what you're making, which is stunning, and I'm not gonna lie, I might, if I didn't have books to read tonight for like Polarthon, I'd probably put a film on tonight and make this. I like having something to do whilst watching films. But yeah, it's a really nice box. It's got a really pretty design on the back, and it's like a book, so it's got pages down the side, and it's just really, really gorgeous, honestly, as a storage box. So again, a cool item, and I do quite enjoy that it's a jigsaw puzzle. And it's not too many pieces, one would assume. I don't know how many pieces it is, but it should be small enough numbers that I can actually do it without getting annoyed, so that's good. Next up is a gorgeous set of bookmarks by Merwild. I think my brain is not with me today. Yeah, Merwild, and these are ACOTAR related. I have read ACOTAR, and yeah, I don't feel like I can identify any of these characters. I think I can identify Rhys. Oh, I can identify Feyre actually, because she's got the tattoos. I can just about identify Cassian, I think, but there's 7, 8? There's 8. I'll hold them all up for you here. Hopefully you can see. So those are the 8 bookmarks, which are very, very, very pretty. And I think this is Feyre. This is Rhys. These are Cassian and Azriel. And I don't know which is which. And then I have no idea who these 4 are. I would assume these are Nesta, the other sister, Moore, and someone else. I've read the first 2 books, I haven't read the 3rd one yet, and I am awful at picturing characters when I read. I don't do it, I just read. I don't think too hard about what the characters look like unless they're really like going about defining traits. So yes, awful at identifying characters, but nonetheless these are stunning. I think this is probably my favorite one. I think that artwork is just beautiful. So they're gonna go in my bookmark pot and they're gonna be used. And please, someone, like in that original fan, if you can write the numbers down and identify all the characters, please let me know, because I do feel like I should know. Okay, next up is a pin, and it is inspired by the book, as the monthly pin always is, and this is it. Just trying to like get it so you can see it. Again, by Stacey McKevie Cornt, as always. And oh, it's so beautiful. I just love it with the space and the hands and like the swirly bit in the background. I absolutely love this pin, honestly. I think it's stunning. And it is inspired by the book, which is, I'll just get it out of the box, Winter's Orbit by Everina Maxwell. This book was on my most anticipated of the year list. I did a whole huge video of like the 50 LGBT books I want to read this year, and this was one of them, and this was very high up in that list for me, and I'm so excited to have a copy. I love the cover, I love the mint green, I also love the US cover, and then it's got these gorgeous like mint green, pale green edges, and then it's so pretty, this book. It's like bright purple with green, which I did not expect. And the quote on it says, "Your Grace, Your Highness," because I think this is going to be like arranged marriage, enemies to lovers. My only, I don't want to say complaint, my only thing with this is it just makes me think of witches. It feels very witchy, that like deep purple and bright green. But nonetheless, I'm excited. And this is a sci-fi male, as I said, kind of arranged marriage, enemies to lovers. It's apparently phenomenal. It's blurbed as red, white, and royal blue meets ancillary justice, which is really exciting. And yeah, I know lots of people who've read this and loved it. I will be reading it in May for a book club, not Phase and Gaze. I'm reading it as part of someone else's book club and helping co-host that month. So I'm excited. But yeah, that's the box. This was slightly longer unboxing than I intended it to be. In terms of favourite item, as always, it's the pin for me. I'm obsessed with the monthly pins. I do really like the bookmarks as well, but this month, just by coincidence, it wasn't generally fandoms I was in, so I'm less fussed by the items, but nonetheless, super excited. And I haven't already said this month, I am an Illumicrate rep. This was sent to me free of charge. It doesn't influence my view, but it was sent to me. And if you go in my description, I do also have a discount code. If you use the code bookbrowsing5, you can get 5% off a 3 or 6 month subscription. So that's there if you want it. But yeah, that is the January box. Okay, so with all of that done, I'm going to go and finish this book, and I will check back in with you when I'm done with it, which will hopefully be relatively soon. Okay, I actually have a good update. I finished it. I thought this book was going to be the exact kind of book I would love, like possible new favorite. Like, it didn't do it for me at all. I think I'm going with a 3. I'm gonna reassess if I want to continue with the series. I'm probably gonna try and speak to some people who have read it and see like if I missed the point or what, because I do feel like it wasn't helped by reading really small chunks. I felt like throughout the whole book, I just knew who nobody was, literally didn't know half the characters, got so lost, didn't understand the magic, did not understand the motivation for the plot. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I didn't get this and it didn't do it for me. So it's a 3-star. I don't know if I'm going to continue with the series. This is on my list of like series to read in 2021. So I'm definitely meant to be reading it, but we will see if I actually am. I might switch it out for a different series, or I might just, you know, decide I'm not reading it, in which case that's fine. Like, it's still ticked off as like a series that needs to be read because I've decided I'm no longer reading it. But yeah, slightly disappointing. I'm really quite upset. I really thought this was gonna be the kind of book I love. Part of me, like, I don't know whether I'm gonna be teen series or not, I really don't know. But part of me feels like this is one that in a year or two I could reread and possibly just adore. I don't know if I read it at a bad time, when I was too tired to really understand it. Like, I nodded off a lot whilst reading this book because I'm exhausted at the moment. And so I wonder if I was reading it when I was more awake and more with it, whether I'd enjoy it more, but I can't really call that. And I also can't keep using that excuse because I'm doing that for a lot of books at the moment. I'm like, oh, I'm sure I would have enjoyed it more if I was more awake. But like, realistically, that's not the space I'm in at the moment. And if I'm not enjoying books, I'm not enjoying books. Like, at some point I just need to accept that. So 3-star, I think, not what I wanted it to be, but it is currently 11 PM on Saturday, so there's still a day of Polarthon left, and I have been very undecided about what I'm doing. Basically, we've got 2 options. We've got reading Frostheart, which was on my Polarthon TBR, and if I finish this would mean I complete Polarthon, or to pick up Dreams of Gods and Monsters, because the live show for this is in a week today, and I've only read 54 pages, so I need to get on with this, because it's like 650 or something ridiculous. So I do need to get on with this, but I do have the whole of next week, assuming I can find myself reading. So I put a poll out of which one of these I should read, and everyone, well, not everyone, but the majority have said Frostheart. So I'm gonna pick this up now. I'm gonna see if I can do like 100 pages tonight. Everyone says it's super quick, and I'm hoping they're right because it is 400 pages long, 430. So I'm hoping this is real quick, like everyone says it is, but my hope is to read a big chunk of this today, like before I go to sleep, though I want to sleep decently early because I have sprints at 10 that I am hosting, my weekly chill productivity sprints on a Sunday morning. So I want to get this done as soon as possible so I can then finish it as soon as possible tomorrow. So hopefully I can read like a bit of this tomorrow. That's the plan, that's what we're going with. All of my plans so far this week have been unsuccessful, so we'll see if this one works. But for now, gonna go read Frostheart, give it a go. I've not read middle grade in a long time, I don't always love it, but everyone raves about it, so we're giving it a go. Okay, just doing like a 10-second last update before I sleep. It's late, but I'm gonna go to bed because I've got sprints. It's not that late, it's like before 1. But I got to page 110 of Frostheart, and I'm really enjoying it, more than I expected. I've had some middle grades which have really not interested me, but this is pure How to Train Your Dragon vibes, and How to Train Your Dragon were the middle grade books I loved when I was a kid. And the films are still my favourite films to this day, pretty much, at least my favourite animated films. So here for the vibes. Ash is literally Hiccup, I'm loving it, friendship group is great, characters are interesting, very intrigued by the plot, ready to bash out the rest of this tomorrow. I also read that 100 pages in realistically less than an hour, so I can easily finish this tomorrow. But I'm gonna go to bed, so see you tomorrow, I guess. Hello, it is Sunday, just doing a very quick vlog update. I am currently on live sprints, which I'm hosting on my channel, my Sunday morning productivity sprints with Steph, Jade and Ro. It's going really well. We've been live for like 3 and a bit hours and we're all doing really well. And on that, I've read a lot more of Frostheart. I'm on page 285 out of like 430. Yeah, basically 430. So 150 pages left, which is about 2 hours of reading for this book, not a lot at all. So very, very optimistic about getting this done. I have only read in 2 of the sprints so far today. I've been doing things in the other sprints, and in this sprint I'm going to be filming, hence sitting in front of my camera. But I'm really, really enjoying it. I don't know if I said this yesterday, but it's massive How to Train Your Dragon vibes, which I am loving. I'm really enjoying it. I don't think it'll be like a 5-star for me, but middle grade basically never is. So I'm thinking it'll probably be a 4, but that's fine. But yeah, that's what I'm going to say right now. I will finish this today and then I'll probably wrap up the vlog at that point so I can get it edited tonight, because it's just easier to edit tonight so it can go up tomorrow. But I think that's all I'm going to say because I'll chat to you more in a bit and I need to get on with filming. Hello! So this is the last vlog update. It is Sunday evening and I am going to be ending this vlog here because I have finished Frostheart. But before we get into thoughts of that, I do have a package to open. I ordered another book. And it's not polar fantasy, but it is a book that Jade likes, and for some reason it feels polar-y just because of the way it looks. It's so beautiful. You can see that already. It's Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. I'm so excited. Look at that holographic text, the silver sprayed edges, and if I'm correct, under the dust jacket is also holographic. Honestly, I know very little about this book. I know it's middle grade. I know Middle Grade Monthly are reading this in March, so I'm going to try and do that. I mean, oh, just dropped it. I mean, having read Frostheart this month, though it was illustrated, which helped, I've realised how quick middle grade is. So I'm going to see if I can fit this into March. We'll see. But I just feel like with all the silver, it feels very polar, even though it's not. But it's beautiful, and I want to show you, especially as I did a book haul in this video. So it felt appropriate to show you another book that I bought myself because I have no self-control at the moment. So I did buy this. It's gorgeous. It's arrived. But that's not the point. The point is Frostheart. So yeah, I finished this. I haven't core piled it or anything, but I think we're going with a 4-star. I really, really enjoyed it. I mean, I've mentioned this before. Middle grade for me is very unlikely to get a 5-star. Certain genres I find much easier to rate highly than others. So like fantasy, I mean, I don't give out that many 5-stars anyway, but fantasy has a decent shot at it. YA contemporary I struggle, and then middle grade I struggle. It's just certain things don't jive as well with me. And I really like it. I really enjoyed this. I had a really good time reading it, and I definitely am looking forward to reading the sequel. I think I'm going to try and find out when the 3rd book is coming out and then kind of read the sequel, the 2nd book, somewhere kind of midway between now and when the 3rd book comes out, so that I can hopefully have like a reminder in between so I don't forget what happens, because I do want to read the 3rd one when it comes out as well. But it was really good. It was really cute. I loved the characters. The illustrations are just beyond stunning. Honestly, I cannot get over how stunning they are. There was one especially I loved. Here we go. I don't want to open it too much because of the spine, but just beautiful. And the way they interacted with the page I thought was really cool. I really, truly did enjoy this. I think it's probably one of the favourite middle grades I've ever read. I haven't read very many, but this is definitely up there. So yeah, 4 stars, solid end to the week. So that is Polarthon complete. Just to quickly run you through, because I got myself confused with the prompts. These are the 3 books I read. This was for Silver Cover and Retelling. This was for Snowy Setting, though it kind of wasn't. And this was for Polar Fantasy and Icy Magic. So those are the 3 books I read this week. 3 books in a week is a lot for me, even though one is middle grade and one is a graphic novel. I'm still taking it. I'm pretty happy with how I've done. It's been a good week. It's been so much fun doing sprints and everything and chatting to everyone. It's felt like such a fun like community week. But I think that is the end of it, so I'm going to leave it there. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know if you want more weekly vlogs in the future. I think it's probably going to be a thing. That's it. So give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. All the links to the read-alongs, book clubs, and all my other social media, I'll link down below in the description if you want to take part in anything else. That is it for the video, so bye, I'll see you in the next one.